My name is Millie, and today we will be reading Millie Fierce. It is authored and illustrated by Jane Manning.
Show the cover.
Here's the cover. Millie Fierce is kind of backwards. There's Millie Fierce. There's some daisies there. At least I think they're daisy. Yeah, daisy. It doesn't matter. Millie was too short to be tall, too quiet to be loud, and too plain to be fancy. When she spoke a show and tell, hardly anyone listened. When she walked into a room, hardly anyone looked up. And when there's cake to dish out, Millie never got anything better than a small, simple piece.
Show the picture.
One day, Millie was drawing sidewalk pictures. She had just finished a flower. It was a little bit crooked, but it was the best flower she had ever drawn. All at once, 3 girls from school marched past her as if she wasn't there. They walked all over her flower and over it and over it and over it until it was nothing more than a big, multicolored smudge. See the 3 girls from school right there. The girl has the umbrella. Millie sat there long after the girls had passed. She looked at the smudge. "That's me," she said. Millie was tired of feeling like a smudge. She didn't like it, not one bit. A new feeling rumbled inside her. Millie stood. "I'm not a smudge," she said, so loudly it surprised her. That's when Millie became fierce. Millie frizzed out her hair and made the crazy eye. I was making the crazy eye like Millie. My hair's all frizzed out. She looked in the mirror and growled. "Look at me and my ferocity," she yelled. Grandpa Edwin noticed. She stomped around in Grandpa's noisy boots, even though it made her toes tingle, and she filed her nails, each of her nails, to a tiny point. "They are short, but they are sharp," she said. She scratched them slowly down the chalkboard. The class noticed. For Millie Fierce, no line was too long to barge in front of. No food was too tasty to flick across the table. I kind of flicked it across the table, snapping. Now people looked Millie Fierce right in the eye. They were mad. They said, "Shh," with angry faces. But they noticed her. Uh-oh. She left muddy handprints on I forgot to show the page. Silly me. She left muddy footprints on the kitchen wall and painted Buddy's face bright blue. Watch out! I bite! She howled like a mad thing. The moon noticed. Rah! See the moon and her screaming, watch out! I bite! I used to do that all the time when I was little. I would, watch out! I bite! All the time. Little by little, people would sit farther and farther away from her. Millie Fierce noticed that they didn't look at her as much. So she pulled all the buds off Mrs. Clee's favorite peony and laughed when Mrs. Clee's face turned beet red. She only felt a little less bad about it. At school, during Jackie Raymond's birthday party, Millie Fierce danced on a chair like a monkey, but no one watched her, not even to scowl. So, Millie Fierce hid the tail of the donkey. She dumped the jelly beans on the floor. Just ignore her, said one of the girls in her class. Everyone did. Wow, Millie Fierce. She hid the tail of the donkey in a basket. So, Millie Fierce grabbed the biggest, best piece of cake. The one with 2 roses on it. 2. TWO. She took it out. She knew it was the birthday boy's piece. She took it anyway. Just before she took the first bite, she looked around to see if anyone was watching her. Everyone was, but no one made a sound. Except for Jackie Raymond, who was crying. Millie Fierce hung her wild head. For the first time in her life, she wished she was invisible. 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 Drop my book. That day, Millie walked the long way home. Poor Millie. She went up to her room and combed out her hair and filed on her nails. She drew a card for Jackie Raymond with a flower outside. On the outside, I'm sorry and happy birthday. She wrote on the inside and signed it Millie. She spat shine Grandpa's boots and fed Buddy his supper. Everyone noticed. Millie decided she liked being good better than being fierce. This is kind of funny, okay guys? Are you ready? Mostly. The end. I hope you guys liked this story. It's one of my favorites. See See you next time.